Prateek, great to have you on the show. Help us understand what are the key highlights of this quarter. How's the growth been across asset classes for you?
So, across our business matrices, we have seen unhealthy growth, during this quarter. While this quarter, we have seen resurgent of COVID-19 as a second wave, but, across matrices, we have done well. Our market share is up 13 basis point. And, in terms of our overall profitability, we are up 16% on YOY basis and 7% on sequential quarter basis.
What are the quarterly AUM trends that you're witnessing? And also, if you could help us understand what are the growth triggers and trends that you've seen in the quarter gone by?
See, overall industry flows have doubled, on a YOY basis. And, from our perspective, the overall equity assets are up 46%. The total asset under management is up 33% on an YOY basis. And if you look at sequential basis also, it is up 6%.
Sure. Prateek, one is also seeing a very strong uptick when it comes to digital SIP registrations, contributing around 60% to your numbers. Help us understand how is it that you're assessing this rising importance of digitization and its impact on the business model?
So, digital is going to play a very important role going forward. And these digital aggregators, RIAs, online RIAs are contributing towards the increased penetration. And given our robust infrastructure and our partners network and, direct APIs connected with them is helping us. 58% of our new transactions are happening through these digital platforms. When I say our own digital assets. And, for the quarter, we have almost 6 lakh purchases happening on a digital basis, an increase of 28% on YOY basis.
Prateek, what's your view on the mutual fund industry? What are some of the key trends that you're witnessing and insights in terms of penetration levels or pockets that are seeing higher volumes?
Yeah, so see, if you look at on an industry basis, last 5 years, industry has grown in excess of 20% CAGR. And, if you look at from a current base, even if it grows about 12 to 13%, it is going to triple in next 9 to 10 years. So, and, obviously that 12 to 13% growth is quite possible, given that, in the last 5 odd years, we have seen a significant growth of 20 odd percent. And having said that, we have almost one of the lowest penetration level in the country with only 14 to 15% of the GDP in terms of the mutual fund. And at this point of time, as against total PAN card holder of 50 crores, we have almost close to about 2.5 crores of unique mutual fund investors. And when we compare it with the total demat account holders, we have 7 crores demat account holders. So we have a significant way, up to go in terms of increased penetration. With, increased digital infrastructure and digital partners and the new age RIAs coming in. And also, the mutual fund awareness going up and the financialization of saving. We believe that industry is likely to grow in excess of 15%. And in terms of overall growth, we would see that large part of the financial saving has been coming into the mutual fund and towards the equity-oriented mutual fund. So we see that, in the coming years, you'll see the larger part of the retail savings will come into equity-oriented mutual funds.
Okay. And a follow-up question, if you can give us insight into the penetration levels that you're seeing in smaller cities as well as compared to some of the top 5 cities of the metros?
See, at this point of time, we are seeing, in terms of number of folios being added, we are seeing, a faster growth in terms of the smaller cities and town. But obviously, the larger pool of assets come from a few large, HNI investors in the, B or T20 or T30 cities. But importantly, what we need to do is, as I was mentioning, that today the unique investor base is only 2.5 crores as compared to, let's say, 7 crores of demat holders. We need to improve the penetration levels. That will happen, one, organically, and also, with the overall financialization of the savings. We believe larger part of the newer investment will keep coming in from these retail investors from smaller cities and towns.
And just let's talk about the overall market environment as well. What's your outlook? Do you think that we can see, sustainable moves in the markets going forward?
So we typically don't comment on the the markets, but given the overall macro economic situation, in the longer run, I would say that India is bound to do well, and we will see larger inflows coming in from offshore investors. And given that in the mutual fund space, I would say that, look, there is huge amount of scope in terms of product innovation and in terms of what I would say differentiated products. So just to name a few, that look, we launched a tech fund, which is more of a fund of fund structure. It is like where we have collected money from our Japanese investors. So there are 5 LPs, namely Suzuki, Development Bank, Nippon Life, etc. They have committed in the range of 100 to 150 million of AUM towards to this tech fund of fund, where we will be investing into the new startup. So it is like a venture fund under the mutual fund platform. So there are avenues to diversify our business from the core domestic part of it, and we believe that India will continue to draw larger portion of capital inflows in the country.
And a final question then, the company became a UNPRI signatory, integrating ESG principles as well into the management framework. How are you looking at the rising importance of ESG investing going forward?
See, ESG has become a mainstream, and it's no longer just a theme where fund houses used to create a new fund with putting as an ESG theme kind of a thing. It has become mainstream, and for us also, what we intend to do is that we are going to build it into our DNA, and obviously we'll remain conscious towards the environment challenges and risk which poses. Also in terms of sustainability, of our businesses. Hence, so what we have done is we have embarked on this journey of ESG as a signatory to UNPRI. And going forward, not only on our investment processes and decision making, we'll imbibe these standards into all our other functions. And once that standards are in place, we will also use this towards our investment into, or rather launching products which are ESG compliant.
All right, let you go on that note. Thanks very much for giving us an overview of the industry as well as your particular numbers and the kind of growth that you're seeing. Let's slip into a very short break. Be right back with more.